I love the water. The cool, crisp, light feeling. Growing up in southern Arizona, all we had were pools. Ponds were not common, lakes were rare, and rivers were unheard of. My earliest childhood memories are the neighborhood pool and the fun we had there. I took that love and turned it into my first job, a lifeguard. I moved on from lifeguard to a swim instructor, then to water aerobics teacher, and then finally to a management position. Over over the many years of working at pools, I'd come to find I prefer one type of pool to another, a bromine pool. Most people know of chlorine pools and believe that there's no other chemical you can put in a pool. On the contrary, bromine is the better choice. Both chlorine and bromine are sanitizers that kill or inactivate germs, viruses, and bacteria, both belonging to the class of chemicals called halogens. Both of these chemicals are similar and different in many ways. Also, both chlorine and bromine work the same by forming acids in the water to kill the microscopic waterborne organisms. So what's the difference? Chlorine oxidizes where bromine ionizes. Bromine is not as harsh as a chemical as chlorine is, so the bromine pool you have is a lesser chance of getting red, irritated eyes or dry skin. The biggest difference is the smell. Everyone has smelled that strong chlorine smell because chlorine releases gases that cause a residential home or an indoor pool to really stink up. Well, bromine doesn't do that. Due to the ionization, there are little gases released. Chlorine spas are the worst. When the heat in the mixture of the spa mixes together with the chlorine, it causes the smell to even amplify even more, and just with the fumes coming off from the hot tub causes your skin to dry out quicker and your eyes to get irritated a lot faster than they would normally. So in the sun breaks down chlorine a lot faster. So you'd have to clean your pool more, and you'd also have to use more chlorine. And bromine, it takes the sun almost twice as long for it to break down the bromine, so that helps with keeping the algae away and fighting it away. One downside to bromine, if you look at it that way, is it's a little more expensive than chlorine. So at first, when you look at the prices between chlorine and bromine, the chlorine is going to be more expensive, but then the bromine will be more expensive and the chlorine will be less expensive. But the one difference is since the sun breaks down chlorine faster, you'll use up all the chlorine before you use up all the bromine. So bromine in the end is a better buy. I just think bromine in the end is a better choice. I think it's better than chlorine, and it'll last longer, help fight away algae longer, and give you less irritated skin. So the better choice between a chlorine and a bromine pool is definitely bromine. This is an image of the periodic table of elements where you can see chlorine and bromine are just right next to each other and very similar. This is an image of raw chlorine. This is an image of raw bromine.